Hey, buddy, we are so excited today. We have Seattle based out of Kirkland and we have Bozeman, and we're talking about each other's markets because Tamara and I, and for any of my followers, Tamara is a kick butt agent in the Bozeman area. She has almost a $40 million listing out right now, which is so impressive. You can see that on my page as well. But we want to talk about our markets. Tamara, Bozeman, introduce yourself.
Yes. So Tamara Williams, I'm a real estate broker here in Bozeman, and I have found that a lot of our clients are migrating either to or from the Seattle market. And so I thought it would be an amazing opportunity to touch base with a very prominent Seattle-based agent, Veronica, so that we could go ahead and compare each other's markets and just kind of get a good level of expectations.
Yeah, 100%. So we're just gonna go back and forth a little bit. So tell me what you're seeing. I mean, who's coming to Bozeman? And I think that a lot of us in Washington, Seattle know that Bozeman has been the talk, and just Montana in general. So who are you seeing move to your area right now? What are the common denominators per se?
Yes. So one thing that we're seeing is people are moving due to telecommuting opportunities. So people are coming from all over the country because you can ski, hike, dirt bike, fish, do in world class some of the best rivers across the country. And so people are migrating for the recreational lifestyle and also for political reasons. So there's some politics involved as well. And our highest migratory areas seem to be from Washington, Florida, California, Texas. How about you? What are you seeing right now?
We've seen in my business, I'm seeing a lot of, transplants. We are a very tech-based area. We have Amazon, Microsoft, Google all in our backyards. Where I am in Kirkland, I'm about 15 minutes from downtown, but all those campuses are actually within 10 minutes of me. So we see a lot of transients come from especially Northern California, some Southern California. But I would say a lot of my business, and I'm just seeing a lot of people come from California or those states that have high income taxes because we are a no income tax state.
What do you say are your average or your average price and then your entry level price in your market right now?
So Greater Seattle, it's going to be my area. Kirkland Bellevue is a little bit more on the more expensive side. So
Yeah.
we for a first time home buyer in the Kirkland area, you know, I would say that 800, $900,000 is kind of where they're at. And that is getting to maybe a very small house or a condo. Our average sales price for a single family home in Kirkland just this last month actually jumped quite a bit to 2.4 million. It was 1.7 in February. So
Average?
yeah, I know the median was about 1.7. So, obviously we don't have there still has been an inventory problem. So our numbers are probably skewed a little bit with that. But for King County as a whole, which includes like Seattle and a lot of the surrounding areas, the average price point for a single family home was still a little over $1 million.
Ugh. So our market right now, I mean, I feel like we're on that Walmart budget compared to yours. But people can walk into a townhome here for mid fives, 5 to 600,000. We do have a median, so our MLS just recently swapped, but our median sales price is currently 804,000. I definitely know that there's some opportunity in terms of like properties that are less than that and then slightly more depending on like the neighborhood that you want to go to. But a single family home, you can have a good expectation that you're going to be for something nice in the mid eights.
See, that's great. And there are areas within us that you could get that, but these, the well-desired areas that are still going to be close to everything, but not in that Seattle downtown, we just see a little bit more. I mean, you can find a little condo for 500,000. But we're also seeing that a lot, especially first-time buyers here, which is so impressive, is they are going into the market saying, hey, I'm looking at 800 to $1 million homes. It's pretty,
Oh my gosh.
yeah. And it's
What
very,
are you
go ahead.
what are you seeing in terms of buyer activity?
Well, I'd say in the last month, it's definitely picked up quite a bit. We had a little bit of a lull, like November, December, the first half of January. The rates, of course, had them, but a lot of the buyers are first time home buyers around this area, or they're just people that, again, have moved up here from California, Silicon Valley, that either maybe couldn't afford there either, in San Francisco, but now they can afford here, so they're purchasing. And that could be a little bit more of why we're seeing high price points for these first time buyers. But buyer activity has been good. People are definitely back out there. I had a listing at 1.7 or so, and I was still having 40 people or 20 groups through on an open house per day. So it's
That's pretty
here.
good.
Yeah.
We're seeing the pickup as well with the buyers. I say that we're probably anywhere from one offer to nine offers, depending on the price range. That nine offer is probably like your entry level price, but under $1 million, there's definitely like one or two other people generally circling opportunities right now that are in a desirable location.
Oh yeah. Kind of here. We're seeing multiple offers back. It's getting people ready for it again and I'm not sure about you. How is the inventory? Are you having a very big lack of inventory as we are?
We have a huge lack of inventory. Our inventory has been down for years. I think we've been trending on that 2018, 2019 levels, maybe 2020, depending on the time. So we never really gained a lot of traction. Um, and people keep asking us when there's going to be more inventory, and I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. So, hello, escalating prices, right?
Exactly. Once again, here we go again. So when people, I'm curious with Bozeman, I mean, what is you have the pricing's good, but what's attracting people there besides fishing and all that? Is there an industry that has been booming there at all, or what is the industry there?
Yeah, so we have so IT, we have a lot of the Oracle is based out here. So we've got that. We've got Zoo Enterprises. We of course have MSU. We have hospitals, and then we have a pretty big but kind of unknown laser industry as well. And then of course, the agricultural component, which is just part of what Montana is.
That's fair, exactly. Oh, I'm excited to see you grow. In Kirkland, I mean, here we have the Kirkland like city that I'm in, what was noted for the number one, the best city for startups last year from Patch.com. And then we had, I think it was Money
Oh.
Magazine number three places to live. So Seattle is one, I have a feeling Seattle as a whole has been migrating, to Montana as well. But even my little city, Kirkland here is probably, I'm sure we'll see some movement with you guys as well.
Yes. So did I tell you that Bozeman by the Times just was rated as one of the world's best places?
No, I did not. I'm
Yes. So I would hit Google and just I mean, apparently we're magical, right? Um, we made it up there with some of these amazing places. So yeah, Google that if you have anybody or tell if anybody's thinking about it. What kind of lifestyle? Like if you live there, what does a general day in a life look like?
in here in Kirkland.
Yeah, like sports, things to do.
We are like Washington is gigantic. So we are Kirkland runs along the lake, which is really pretty. So a lot of people, our little downtown area. Bellevue is more kind of some high rises, and that's where Amazon is too. And then Kirkland's
Yeah.
about 5 minutes, and it's just a little bit more quaint, not as high of buildings. You're walking along the water. Here we're really lucky with also a lot of wilderness. There's lakes to fish in if you want. We are an hour and a half to at least two or three different skiing mountains in the winter. So you can be
Okay.
down an hour and a half. One is just 45, 50 minutes away.
Yeah.
But we have a plethora of skiing mountains as well. And then hiking is huge. I don't even know how many trails there are. And then if you like wine, there's a Woodinville wine country.
Mm,
Yeah, which is for me only about 12 minutes away to drive. Woodinville is known for it has over 130 tasting rooms.
no big deal.
No big deal. So you have the downtown, but then within, I mean, half an hour, you have mountains and wilderness, but wine and lakes. So there's a lot to do here.
That's amazing. Well, Veronica, I know we're pretty much out of time, but how would people get a hold of you if they're thinking about transitioning from my beautiful little city and state to the Kirkland, Seattle area?
Well, you can always call me 206-853-3491, call or text. But, I'm also very active on Instagram at Veronica Moore. So if you're curious of what homes look like and just what I do around this area, and you'll see how much there is to do. And please tell us about how to reach you as well.
Yes, you can reach me on my cell at 406-223-6823, or you can just go to Google and type in by Bozeman Homes, and you can stalk us on any social media component that you like.
Perfect. Well, I've been so excited to talk to you. And like I said, everybody, Bozeman, Montana is beautiful. I've been to Bozeman and it is gorgeous. But I really think that our two markets have a lot of common things, but at least I think we see a lot of the same people. And so she is such a
Yep.
great resource if you are even just looking of how do I even start or would I even like it here?
Yes, yes, I will hit it to you honestly.
Perfect. Well, so good to
Um,
talk to you.
Thank you, Veronica. You have a good day.